Johnny Depp has opened up in a rare interview about his turbulent past with ex-wife Amber Heard, calling himself a sucker for falling in love with her. Reflecting on their relationship, he admitted that his understanding of love was shaped by a desire to fix pain in others, and that this impulse led him into a deeply emotional, but ultimately devastating chapter of his life. Depp described his early concept of love as clearly obtuse, explaining that when he looked into someone's eyes and saw sadness or loneliness, he felt compelled to help. This, he says, made him vulnerable. "If you're a sucker like I am, you feel you can help that person," he confessed. But he also offered a cautionary note: no good deed goes unpunished. According to him, when he tried to support her, he began to uncover deeper disturbances hidden behind her eyes, a malaise that eventually manifests itself in other ways. He framed their romance as a small, but important sliver of his life, one he has chosen to explore but not relive. Depp expressed that he did not simply want to move on, he felt compelled to defend his truth for the sake of his children. He said that during the defamation trial, he understood the risks of speaking out, but he feared the alternative. If he remained silent, the accusations would become public fiction and his children would have to bear the weight of believing he was guilty of things he says he never did. The legal battles that followed their breakup, he explained, reflected a broader crisis, a cultural moment in which he felt he had become a crash test dummy for the Me Too movement. According to him, his trial came before the world fully reckoned with figures like Harvey Weinstein, and he believes he paid a heavy personal and professional toll for it. He argued that he was tested and exposed in a way that left him betrayed, not just by his ex-wife but also by people he once trusted deeply. Depp singled out 3 individuals close to him whom he said did me dirty during the trial: people who had been present at his family's celebrations, cheerfully attending his children's parties. The betrayal cut him especially deeply. He accused them of lying, celebrating behind his back, and keeping money. Channels of loyalty turned toxic by what he views as opportunism. "My loyalty is the last thing anybody could question," he insisted, but said that those same people turned on him when the pressure mounted. Despite the conflict and public scrutiny, Depp said he does not regret fighting for his version of the truth. He admitted he knew he would have to semi-eviscerate himself to defend his reputation, but he was determined that people would hear him. For him, it was not just about winning in court, it was a mission to reclaim his dignity and protect his family's future. He also touched on his childhood, suggesting that his early experiences shaped how he loved. He spoke of intense love in his upbringing but said that neither he nor his siblings ever truly felt the ease or bliss that people often associate with love. That lack, he implied, made him yearn for a connection and perhaps made him more prone to seeing someone else's vulnerability as something he could heal. Now in his 60s, Depp said he's no longer running from his past, but is instead choosing to reflect. He acknowledges the pain, the cost, and the loneliness, but also emphasizes that he won't shy away from speaking his truth. At the same time, he expressed disappointment and regret over how some people close to him responded, not just during the marriage, but through every twist of the legal battles. Looking ahead, Depp seems ready to move forward. He has returned to his artistic pursuits, and while the shadow of his legal drama remains, he appears more resolved than ever to define his narrative on his own terms. In the end, his confession of being a sucker for love stands not only as a raw admission of vulnerability, but also as a powerful acknowledgment of the emotional cost of caring deeply, and the strength it takes to reclaim one's story. Buddies, I hope you all are doing well. Please, friends, subscribe the channel and share with your beloved ones. I wish you best of luck. Wishing you excellent time ahead, and have a nice day, friends. I will see you next time.